Hello, friends. Can you hear me? I'm not seeing the usual witty banter that I've grown so accustomed to. It's Thursday, and it's going to be a quick one. There we go. Hey, Jay Gray. Good to see you, friend. Thank you for stopping by. But like I said, it's going to be a quick one today. We got a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot of prep going on in various places. But I wanted to jump on and talk about Return to Highfalls Swale, an adventure toolkit for Fantasy Age. And let's see here. I, of course, am Disembodied Troy, your adventure game engine pal. And I, of course, work for Green Running Publishing. And this is a program all about games published, or games powered, rather, by the Adventure Game Engine. All right. So let's talk about this. Let me get the screen share going. You know, I'm not sure if I'm feeling this music as much as I was at one time. I'm not certain. But let me turn off this overlay for a moment, just so we can take a look. For $6.99. Now, here's the deal. This is what's just hot off the presses from our buddy Malcolm, whom you know and love. So, Highfalls Swale was the old starting area for Fantasy Age First Edition that came with a starting adventure. But they've added a second adventure at higher level with a gap so you can return and reuse the location. And there's also, based on some fan demand for Highfalls to come back, we've expanded it, and it's think of it as a sort of mini setting, but with updated rules and a brand new adventure for Fantasy Age, and that is $6.99. You'll find it at. I feel like I do need new music, Jay Gray. I feel like I do. I'm dropping the link in chat so that you can pick it up in the Green Running online store. It is also available at DriveThruRPG. But the cool thing about this as well is that it's think of it as kind of the home area for land-based adventures. Like second edition has a setting for the maritime stuff, but this with the addition of an adventure, a new adventure. So we've expanded and updated it to second edition, and we've added a new one. And so it kind of serves as sort of the focal point of your land-based adventures for Fantasy Age. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Did I drop the chat in here? There we go. Yeah, you always got to have a hub. That's right, Jay Gray. Oh, howdy, Duke. I'm sorry, I didn't. I was busy thinking, and you know me, I can't think and look at the same time. Yeah, and so I'm really excited about this. Yeah, I will tell you that as someone who receives many of the emails, a lot of the emails that come through asking about certain things, this return to Highfalls Swale is Highfalls Swale is is something people have been looking forward to. And I think I've ever run games that aren't at least a little West March style inspired. I get it. Yeah, so make sure you check that out. We would sure appreciate it. It would help us a great deal. Of course, we love, selling books because then we get to do things like, pay the bills and the team and, buy some food. Check that out. And I think in other news, just as a quick aside, we'll bring at some point we'll add our buddy Malcolm back to the show. We'll have a conversation about the mechanics of this and how you can look at it as a hub and sort of figure that stuff out. In addition, we've got loads of information coming about the Expanse Transport Union Edition. Lots of great stuff. Lots of good updates. Now, I also don't want you to forget. Yeah, right, Jay. Absolutely. A thinking Troy commits no sins. That's true. Depending on what I'm thinking about, I guess, and how you want to define a sin. But every Thursday night at about 5 p.m. Pacific, I jump on a Zoom call and I invite anybody who'd like to join. Really, truly, anyone. If you've got maybe you've got something on your list of things, you're like, hey, Hewitt, you're supposed to do it, and you did not. You blew it, and you can jump in and harangue me, and I will be there to facilitate, to discuss, to remember, and to basically, it's a blast. It's called Get Tanked with Troy, and it's hosted by the Atomic Think Tank. That's our community hub. So if you're a fan of anything Green Ronin, uh, you will find it in the tank, and that's at atomicthinktank.com. And what you'll need to do is head over to atomicthinktank.com. And if you aren't already a member, it's free. Then just answer 3 quick questions. We want to make sure that we're not inviting any bots or bad actors into this oasis of TTRPG goodness. And what you'll do is once you're in, you will look in the events category. You will see, I think it'll even have a little live marker by it. And you click on that and you will be jumped into the Zoom call, and the rest, it'll just be, gravy, as Gravy Squatch would say. Unfortunately, this is just my M&M Star Wars Jedi Shadows campaign. Oh, well, that's fun. Hey, Michael and Jack, good to see you too. You did almost miss it because we're doing a real quick one. Michael, I just for folks who have not seen it, Return to Highfalls Swale is out. That is an expanded setting and a new adventure that forms a kind of hub for all your Fantasy Age 2E needs. And it's $6.99 hanging out in our store now. It'll be it's also at DTRPG. You'll see links and socials and stuff for all the goodies, but yeah, head on over there to the store and buy yourself a copy. Heck, it is nearly the season for gift giving, which, I personally believe that you should give gifts all year long, especially to me. But in the event that you are not wondering what to get me, and you have a group of folks that you want to give a gift to, buy this and then play a game with them. That is like the gift of story. It's, for $6.99, you can, that's like 6, 7 people, potentially even more, maybe 1 or 2 more, but hours and hours of memories of the fondest sort. So head on over there, pick it up, and then let us know what you think. We'll have Malcolm on later in the month. We're kind of running out of month, but we'll be getting there. Hey, Paul. That is true. That's exactly right. Running games is good for well-being, and yeah, Michael and Chad, it is an adventure toolkit. It is really meant to serve as the sort of land-based hub for Fantasy Age, and the way that, you know, the adventure game engine as a kind of expanded toolkit to take with you to all kinds of places to build and create worlds and tell stories. This is, the Return to Highfalls Swale marks uh, a crossing into new space for Fantasy Age, in that the second edition will provide more of that hub, and with more of that, more expansions, sort of, emanating from that space. And so, um, and then, ultimately, Malcolm, with his design sensibilities, just wanted to create something where people had reason to go back and visit places that you've already gotten to know, and kind of create that connection between adventures that a map, that a hub, a geological spot often will. Let's see what folks are saying in chat. Running out. We still have over half the days, Troy. Listen, I'm stunned that it's not still October. But I think you're right, Michael, in chat. I think that is probably, talking about Greyhawk, that kind of stuff. I think there are parallels to the design intention here, for sure. Everyone needs a hub to keep their hubris in. Yeah, my hubris hub. um, Setting-based storytelling. Agreed, Paul. Yeah, Paul mentions setting-based storytelling being his favorite, and it's mine as well. I mean, I think it just it's kind of how we operate as humans, right? We kind of have a home base, and we kind of get familiar with it, and then interesting things kind of happen around, and on our way to and fro it. And so, um it does indeed. It has tips for tying in Menace of the Grave Warrens. Thank you, Jonesy. Glad you're here. Okay, so that's all the good news for that. Check it out, pick it up, and then I will see about getting Malcolm on for next Thursday. But I think we might have a lot of Expanse stuff to talk about, and show art and new progress and all kinds of good stuff. So we'll talk with Ian, and plus I want to show off the winner from the Expanse community adventure game jam, which I'm excited about as well. So lots of good stuff coming out of the Expanse. Hey, a note to friends: are you publishing something through the Age Creators Alliance? The Age Creators Alliance is a program that allows you to take our IP and develop your stories to create some new stuff or expand on stuff that you enjoy and publish it. You get to be a legit published um, TTRPG developer, and we split the we split the money with you. And actually, you get more of the split than we do. It's a great deal, and I want to encourage you to make sure to connect with me if you're doing that, because what I love to do is showcase it here on Thursday, and then B, maybe we can do a promotion, a coupon of some kind that we can put in the back of your publication that gives folks a discount on stuff that they might pick up at the store. Another great way to celebrate the launch of your new endeavor, published through the Age Creators Lens, or the ACA as it's often called. And for more ways and opportunities to connect with me and other people who are publishing, make sure you get over to the Atomic Think Tank. And at atomicthinktank.com, there are sections, special places that are designated for these kinds of conversations, and they are hopping. And so, yeah, make sure you talk with me, because then I can also do some promotion for you, and we can make sure to get information out through our social media and beyond. And we could even have you on this very show and do a live stream showcasing your good works. Now, if you want to maybe you just don't have enough time right now to jump into the tank and kind of absorb all that stuff, just send a note to let's play at greenronin.com. And that's where I will receive the email, and I will respond in due time, and we will get something cool going in support of your efforts, which is frankly the only reason I get out of bed in the morning. So I think that is about it. Let me check chats real quick. Ian is not on today. Let's see. Come on in. The sandbox is fine. No cats. Come on in. Yes. And okay, great. Well, friends, I'm going to cut it short today. I'm sorry it's a little bit shorter one. What I'm going to try to do is, when there's a shift or a change in our schedule, I'm going to try to at least jump on for a couple minutes to share good news and interesting stuff and to connect. That way we kind of keep the beat alive. Bedbuster mails incoming. Bedbuster. I don't know what a bedbuster. I rarely respond, frankly. Hey, Dorina. Nice to see you. Dorina from Shadowcat Gaming. Hey, I know who you are. Good to see you, and I'm glad we caught you before you left. I want to remind everyone, make sure you head over to the Atomic Think Tank. It's fun. Tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern is office hours with Troy. Get tanked with Troy. It's a lot of fun. It's hard for me to find superlatives that are adequate enough to really explain how awesome it is. It is just the coolest, and I really enjoy it. And also, don't forget to join the Grad. What's the Grad? It's our Discord. It's our official Discord. Once a burgeoning community-focused group of people, community-led by wonderful, lovely people who kept the dream of Green Ronin on Discord alive, now officially part of the Green Ronin communications empire. The Grad is the Green Ronin Atomic Assembly Discord. And I'm certain Duke is going to drop a link. What about a gaming session or something? Gosh, I would love that, actually. So I've been really looking to put together it doesn't have to be a live stream, but I'd like to do some kind of a age-based game playing. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, hit me up. Let's figure something out. We've got some GMs, we've got some players, we've got lots of folks who would love to play that. Maybe we do it in the Discord. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And again, I should, here I am on the live program and I don't have the link ready. So don't feel bad, Duke. El Duco. I think that's about it. You know me, I could go on for days and days and talk about nothing. But this time around, I don't have a lot of time. And so to you, friends, I say, have a wonderful rest of your week, a lively weekend, and come back to see us Monday for Mutants and Masterminds Monday. That kicks off at 3 p.m. Pacific every Monday, right here in this very same place. It's a lot of fun. Thanks again, and take care.